What do all of the Nazis, specifically the Nazi conspiracy theories, have in common?
Well, a lot of conspiracy theories are not just the Nazi ones have a lot in common. First of all, they dismiss the research of people like me, of historians, of journalists, of investigators, as what they call official history, as if somebody was telling me in some government or something what I should be researching. I find that quite offensive, actually. But that's, if you find that word anywhere, the official version is, then you know you're dealing with a conspiracy theorist. Secondly, they join the dots in ways that are really not very logical or persuasive. They ignore the main, thirdly, they ignore the main evidence. They ignore the central evidence that historians have looked at, and they go for very small marginal pieces of what they regard as evidence, of course, and then blow them up into the main, into supporting their own theories. They are powered by a kind of pseudo-logic, if you like, in which, and they're driven by belief that everything that happens in history happens because somebody wants it to happen. It's all planned in advance. It's all intended. And so if you, as I said earlier, conspiracy theorists do not believe in chance or happenstance. It all has to be somebody intending something to happen. And then that kind of reduces history from its enormous complexity and ambiguity in many ways to a simple matter of good and evil. And some, of course, in some places, some aspects, some things we can say there is obvious evil. Nobody could deny, I think, or unfortunately people do, that Hitler was evil. That's quite clear. But in cases of Hess, Rudolf Hess, for example, or the Reichstag fire, it's a huge oversimplification simply to reduce it to the plots, an evil plot and machinations behind the scenes. And that's the final thing about conspiracy theorists, is they're mostly marginal people who want to have a compensation for their own egos by saying the official version is all wrong. Thousands and thousands of historians, investigators are all wrong. I, the conspiracy theorist, I know the truth. And that, of course, is a huge ego boost for people.